What is up, everybody? It's Wilverse here today, and it appears that Scalebound is being talked about once again. So the last time we talked about Scalebound was at least almost like around like 6 months, almost a year ago at this point. I remember when this was brought up when the head of Platinum Games, where he was saying that it was pretty much his fault of the game. It was pretty much from his side of view, his point of view, that the game flopped because of his decision makings at the time, and that he wanted to redo Scalebound again if Phil Spencer pretty much approved it. I think that was the last thing we heard about Scalebound. And pretty much people were saying that, hey, Phil Spencer and Xbox got the blame before when it was really these guys. It's really Platinum who was messing things up here. So I guess this is Phil Spencer's like actual official response about this whole situation here, because we didn't hear Phil Spencer's point of view or Xbox point of view. We only heard it from Platinum Games when they talked about it last. So Phil Spencer has stated, he says, there is currently nothing to say about a possible Scalebound revival following Platinum's call for the project to be revived. So I guess this thing is a no-go. This thing is it's already been canceled. I guess it's like a official no with a call from this time. Like this is not coming back at all. So I mean, yeah, I guess it is what it is. I guess they gave Platinum a shot to work on this game. They didn't like how they didn't like how it came out, so they stopped. So I guess they just ended everything altogether. So a lot of people were looking forward to this game. I was too. It looked like a cool concept, but at the end of the day, got canceled. Move on at this point. Xbox has so many great games coming out. Yeah, that's pretty much it at this point. It's kind of like no reason to keep to be angry over this decision or to think about this game being made anymore, because they just moved on entirely. So let's see what people got to say about this. That's a really nice way of saying Scalebound was hot garbage. Trust me, you didn't want this. Uh, that means there are discussions happening. If there weren't, he wouldn't say thus the revival isn't happening. What is he talking about? It's like, geez, you can't read that statement that this is not going to be a thing. This thing is not coming back at this point. Like, how could you not get that from us? But this guy says nothing to say about a project being revived means exactly that. They currently have no intentions to revive it. They were just trying to make it clear that it isn't happening because Platinum was spreading word that they want to work on it. Yeah. I want to see this come back, as Platinum is going to be a good game. Good gameplay. The same Platinum that recently made Babylon's Fall. Wow. I didn't know Platinum was behind Babylon's Fall, and that game was a train wreck. So maybe we're gonna hold back on giving Platinum that good praise. uh, Y'all already canceled it. Why do you keep tormenting me? After Babylon's Fall flop, Platinum continues to beg for one of those Game Pass checks. Keep them begging. Bayonetta 3 is coming out next month. Yeah, Bayonetta is made by Platinum. I mean, that game looks kind of promising. So hopefully that game is pretty good, but Platinum has a definitely iffy track record of game releases. Like for Bayonetta 3, a game that might be good. Babylon Fall was a terrible flop, so they definitely have a rocky record of game releases of hit games. A shame, but we should move on at this point. Platinum Games really did Xbox dirty with this game. Even if they want to fix their faults, it leaves a bad taste in the mouth. The game looked mediocre. Platinum Games keep missing their targets more and more, and lately I don't think they're the right devs for Scalebound anymore, and I also agree with Phil Spencer. Good, Platinum shouldn't be begging for a reboot after the stunt they pulled. I really wish people would just let this die already. The game obviously wasn't good. The partnership wasn't good at the time. It's okay. Games gets canceled. Sometimes time to move on. You guys here are so obsessed with this game for some reason. I don't understand at the game that nobody cared about when it first announced. Here is, I don't know how many years later before he's still talking about it. Real weird. The game looked awful anyways. Yeah, it's kind of like, I kind of agree. People should just move on at this point. Like, the game is not coming back. If you are a huge fan of Platinum's work, then probably check out Bayonetta 3. They're the new biggest action game, which is probably pretty good. So, Other than that, yeah, I don't see this game coming back at all. He pretty much kind of confirmed that the game is dead at this point. They're not working. They don't have any intentions on making this game again. So, uh, Blue, this was the one Xbox version I was generally excited about. When you screw up your partner to pay for other projects, and then they blacklist you. Kind of how that goes. So you're not fulfilling your obligations. That you're working on other stuff and not working on Scalebound the right way or getting it the proper attention, and they pretty much blacklist you at that point. It's kind of expected. Nothing to see here, especially given Platinum's FU toward Xbox on the original project. Mean there's a chance. People still have hope that this is being made, even though he said no, it's not being made. Like how much? What else do you have to say? Did he say no 1,000 times for you to get it through your head that this game is not being made? Scalebound revived Prototype. Yeah, Prototype was a fantastic game. That 1 and 2 was a great game. But you should definitely do something with that series. Bring that game back. Why do people act like this game was the next biggest thing? The premise was dumb and looked like hot garbage. There's a reason why it was canceled. Who cares? Platinum games are average at best. Some people just have no shame. Those guys at Platinum now want another bag of money to release a piece of crap game. Maybe they should have kept their partnership with Sony, who apparently don't have any problems with their quality level. Yeah. a big fat red 41 from Metacritic. That's just terrible. That's like below average at that point. It's buried and gone. And even with Platinum, I think even with Babylon's Fall 2, that train wreck of a game by Platinum, that game is being discontinued. That game is also being discontinued from online services. So you can't even play that game after a certain date. Even if you bought it, if you bought the physical game, you can't even play that game anymore because they're gonna shut down the servers. So that is definitely not good. Honestly, Scalebound is one of my dream games. Would love to see this one become real. Bruh, like, how many times you gotta say it? It's blatantly clear. He says they're not reviving this. It's kind of bizarre at this point. People keep saying this should be revived after you blatantly see that, hey, he made a statement it's not coming back. So it doesn't make any sense to keep asking for it. The game is dead. Move on. Yeah. After Babylon's Fall, I don't think I can trust Platinum to deliver outside of Nintendo. Most people didn't care about this game until after it was canceled. Kind of true, because I don't think it was that much attention when this game was first announced, but now that it's canceled, it's like a whole bunch of attention being brought to it, so kind of true with that statement right there. AKA drop it, this is annoying. So this person says, I hope they try to revive this. I know what happened between Xbox, Microsoft, and Platinum, and I don't blame Microsoft if they don't want to work with them ever again. But Platinum is very talented and would be a good thing to expand further into Japan, but being honest, I doubt it will happen. Uncle Phil is looking at Babylon's Fall and saying nope. Let somebody else do it now on Xbox and see how it goes with a company that's about selling games and not a service. So out of this discussion, he found a way to slander Xbox. Like, really? Such a stretch right there. They ain't reviving the Halo franchise, and yet you want them to revive another franchise. Shots at Halo. Okay. Just sell the IP to Platinum and let them figure it out with another publisher. Microsoft should do Platinum a solid and just give them back full rights to the Scalebound IP and let Nintendo publish it. Platinum knew they messed up for not taking the effort seriously. How many times are they going to ask Phil to work on this game? Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm gonna conclude it right here. I mean, it's like if they did make a new attempt to make this project, I mean, I wouldn't mind it, but kind of seems like Phil Spencer said that we're not working with these guys again because of the stunt they pulled last time. So I don't blame them. It's like they didn't fulfill the obligations last time. Why would you trust them again? It doesn't make any sense. Like the saying goes, "Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice." I'm butchering it already. I don't know how it goes, but you know the saying. So I'm not really shocked that Phil Spencer doesn't want to work with Platinum again for this project. I'm not shocked on that, but gonna conclude it right here. Definitely want to see your thoughts down below about this Phil Spencer's response about this game. Leave a like if you like this video, and as always, thanks for watching, and peace.